Just a tremendous story. A boxing champ who's the pride of Brooklyn, who's overcome so much outside the ring compared to what he's accomplished inside it.
CBS 2's Otis Livingston joins us with the inspirational comeback story of a world champion. Otis?
That's right, Christina Maurice. Imagine you're on top of the boxing world with many more years of challengers to come. But it was an unseen challenge outside the ring that was Daniel Jacobs' biggest obstacle, as he went from being known as the Golden Child to the Miracle Man.
There you go, don't stop!
To watch Brownsville's Daniel Jacobs in the ring is to see someone happy at work, truly counting his blessings.
The doctor told me this was not supposed to be my life.
In 2011, his life was supposed to be that of a world champion boxer, and it had been. But weakness in his legs after coming back from a USO tour in Iraq was a precursor to something serious. First, misdiagnosed as a pinched nerve, then reality.
A massive tumor that was cancerous, that was kind of life-threatening, and, it put my career on hold, and it jeopardized my livelihood.
That's putting it lightly. The handball-sized tumor growing around his spine threatened his life. He was partially paralyzed with no guarantee that he'd ever walk, let alone box again.
You're a gladiator. Nothing can break you or nothing can test you. And at that moment, I was just as human as the next person, and I was broken down.
Immediate surgery was followed by intense rehab to get back his livelihood and get back to the sport he loved, even if everyone wasn't on board.
The doctors told me to stay outside of the gym. Don't ever go back to the gym because boxing is out the equation. They told me I'd never be able to box again, and that was my biggest motivation. So once I got out of the hospital, the first place I went was to the gym.
And now he's a champion again.
The Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs, has made history.
The owner of the WBA middleweight title, which he'll put on the line December 5th against fellow Brooklynite Peter Kid Chocolate Quillen, a guy who's been on his radar since he was battling cancer.
I've been calling him out for about a year and a half, 2 years now, so it's been getting juicy. This is for the middleweight championship of the world, but it's ultimately about the pride of Brooklyn.
I asked Daniel how he wanted to be thought of by people. He said, as a person who never gave up. It's not about winning and losing. It's about never giving up the fight.
True.
He's a motivational speaker, too.
Yeah, and he was on one of those Presbyterian hospital commercials where he told his story. So he's getting the word out, and he said it's important to do that, get the word out. And he also talked about his inspiration for getting back to fighting was for his now 6-year-old son, Nathaniel.
Oh, yeah, that we saw there in the video.
He wants to prove to him that he can overcome things, and nothing in life is too big.
Doctor said don't do it. He did it.
He did it, went right there.
And became champion.
Exactly.
It's usually when somebody tells you you can't do something, that's when you find the will and say, oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you.
I'm going to show you. And you dig down deep, and he's showing us all.
Good for him.
What a great example.
Hungry and humble.
Yes.
Thank you, Otis.